All right. What's up? Welcome to the Where I'm From podcast with your girl, B.MARIE. Where I'm From podcast is outside. As you can see, we are not in our normal location today. We are at the Glitter House Hair Boutique in Austell, Georgia, hanging out here with my girl, Malikah Jalil. Yeah. She is the wonderful boss owner of this hair boutique. I'm super excited about this episode because Malikah Jalil is a beautiful boss woman who I have had the pleasure of servicing you, your beautiful sister, your mom, and a few of your friends for years now at my salon, Brazilian Wax Bar in Smyrna, Georgia. I remember the day I came out of the office space on Windy Hill where we were leasing like about 8 years ago.
Yeah.
And there you and your village were sitting in the waiting area waiting to be waxed by me. Years later, many conversations later, many tears, many Brazilian waxes later.
Yes.
Here we are, and I'm so grateful for this journey. I appreciate you joining me today at our Where I'm From podcast community, and I'm looking forward to this episode helping some people to get out of their own way. Before we dive into this episode assisting others in their journeys to create happy, whole, fulfilled lives, be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video so we can continue to create our Where I'm From community and help each other heal and share love through our experiences and all the lessons that we have learned along the way. Malikah Jalil is the founder and owner of GH Boutique, a luxury hair salon located in Austell, Georgia. Known for her mastery in sew-ins, quick weaves, and custom wig designs, she built a brand that blends quality, confidence, and community. Malikah started as a self-taught stylist, went on to become a master cosmetologist, and turned her passion into a thriving beauty empire serving Atlanta's women with premium Brazilian and raw Southeast Asian hair extensions. Yes. Beyond styling, she is a mother, an entrepreneur, a mentor, dedicated to empowering other women in business and in beauty. Through GH Boutique, Malikah continues to redefine what it means to be modern luxury salon owner, authentic, driven, and inspiring. One of Malikah's latest endeavors is becoming a fiance. I'm super excited and happy for all that God has blessed you with and all that you are entrusted with in your life. Because your blessings, you got to do the right thing with that shit. Absolutely. You are a woman that I know will continue to show up for God, yourself, your family, and your brands. Your children, your family, yeah. Recently, you and I had a conversation in the Brazilian Wax Bar Confessionals. The Brazilian Wax Bar Confessionals.
The real conversations.
Yeah, we really had a conversation about staying in relationships too long and blocking the blessings of creating the life that we want and we deserve. Today, we will hopefully inspire others to realize that they have the power to move around and to build a strong foundation for self. And that is when true happiness comes, and that is where true freedom lies. This is when we are truly able to manifest what we are in that moment. I believe that we manifest what we are. We need to learn, and what lessons God has for us will be revealed. Before we go deep, I would love to start this episode off with sharing with the Where I'm From community where you are from and how that has influenced you in becoming the woman that you are today.
Okay, well, I am originally from Seattle, Washington. I've been in Atlanta, Georgia for over 15 years. So people say I'm from here, so I call myself Sealanta. I'm from Sealanta, a little Seattle, a little Atlanta. And I mean, I left Seattle so young, so I do feel like I have the upbringing of Seattle. I know certain things is definitely different parts of me that has been grounded of just knowing certain things because I am from the West Coast, you know?
Yeah.
And the South and the West Coast is like different, even like, you know, up north, like it's just different things going on in different places. So, Atlanta also, you know, taught me like hustle. Like Atlanta is the home of the hustlers. Like everybody's getting some money. Like nobody works a job. I mean, people work jobs, but in Atlanta, baby, nobody has a job. And everybody's driving nice cars, living nice, baby. I'm like, how are they doing this?
Yeah, it's not like that where you from?
Not for real. Like, I mean, you have your hairstylists and stuff like that. But like here in Atlanta, like your hairstylists is like drug dealers. Like they live in like, they live in like the life, you know, the life looks nice. You know, you like, oh damn, I thought I gotta be a doctor or a lawyer or something like.
Cosmetology, esthetician, shout out to the beauty industry. I keep telling y'all sleeping on that shit. Y'all sleeping on that shit.
Yeah, don't sleep on it, baby. This is trap money every day.
It's trap money every day. It's trap money every day.
We get in there and get to it, okay?
So that is how you came to Atlanta. Atlanta has shaped you into becoming the woman that you are today.
Atlanta's different. Seattle too, but I left young, you know. So I went to high school here. I started dancing, you know, I was in the club and stuff like that. So just that environment alone. It's
funny you say that because I'm from New Jersey. So I'll just recap it on this episode. I'm from New Jersey, and New Jersey definitely, I feel like, made me very strong. It made me a hustler. And sex work also made me a hustler. Like even, yesterday I was like putting my outfit together and I was like reminiscing on how I learned from like G women on how to dress. Everything had to match. You had a certain type of this and that. So I was like, you take some of that with you into your new life.
Absolutely.
Like that's where my work ethic comes from.
Absolutely. I agree.
So we talked about love and heartbreaks, and I know firsthand that all my heartbreaks have come from the choices I made to attempt to feel loved. We just want to let that land. My childhood affected me greatly in the way I was showing up for myself and the partners I chose. I was programmed to believe that love only looked and felt one way, toxic and struggling. Sometimes when I be telling the stories about the shit that I've done, like for relationships, they be like, what? Like, what?
Yeah,
like,
but you know what's so crazy?
I
talk to a lot of women every day as well as yourself, and a lot of us has really done a lot of the same things. We just really don't talk about it.
Yep, like real crazy stuff. And so the question is, how much do you feel that your childhood experience with what love looks like, good or bad? Like, what did you grow up looking like with the perspective of love is?
So what my perspective of love was the man was definitely the provider. You know, the man took care of the home. The man made sure the woman looked nice. I watched my dad buy my mom cars, clothes, you know, made sure we stayed in the nice houses, you know. Of course, he was hustling and stuff as well as he had a job. And I just thought like my dad as well as my papa, my grandfather, you know, he took great care of my grandmother, you know, built her house from ground up. So I just knew my man was going to build me a house, okay?
Your man looked like he probably would build your ass a house.
He'll build a car, not a house.
I've seen him in here doing the work in here.
He got a little handyman in him.
For the person to do it.
Exactly.
So I can see how that definitely has influenced you, because I seen you in your previous relationship, and it definitely was somebody that didn't mind dropping stacks on you.
Right.
So did not mind dropping stacks on you. So I definitely can see how like you would aspire to have that type of relationship. So me growing up, I didn't see that. Like it was always like, yes, my dad was a provider, but no one had money. No one, like I didn't grow up around money. Like I'm laughing because every time I say that statement, I think about how like the comment was made to me one time about how I live in a trailer. You probably grew up in a trailer park.
Oh, that's what people say.
Yeah, because I'm white.
Yeah.
So every time I say that, and you know, I actually do got family members that still live in trailers, 8 Mile, bitch.
Yeah, you don't give a fuck. Okay.
No, from the high rise to the trailer park, I don't care. Like the low income.
Yeah, it is what it is. But you got out of there.
So in Atlantic City specifically is where I grew up. So I only seen the meme be on the internet, the drug dealer and the CNA type relationship.
Yeah.
And even the drug dealers growing up, they would bring money to the table, but they was not dropping stacks like they are
now.
Like I see in other areas. I don't know if it's just like Atlantic City, because even like Coach was from Newark, and he was just like, I would have never let you be outside, like doing that. He's like, I don't understand how them Atlantic City motherfuckers used to let you be outside. And it's because Atlantic City breeds a lot of pimps and like guys who don't mind females taking care of them.
But that's how it is in the West Coast. You know, I'm from Seattle, and you know, just that whole little loop right there from Seattle to Cali to Oregon. Pimps up, hoes down, bitches is paying their niggas.
Yeah.
You know, they trying to win the nigga over some money. I'm gonna go sell this, and I'm gonna come back and pick me. I'm the best one going.
Yeah. So when I was in those type of like situations, I have spoke about this before, but I never had a pimp. I only would pay a pimp if I wanted to fuck a pimp for like a day or two, and then I would play around with him, but I never was going to work to sell anything for no man. But what I did do is I fucked with drug dealers. So it's like when stuff would get messed up, I was doing the bail money, taking care of the kids while you locked up, you know, paying all the bills of the house. Like now I see, this is not glorifying this, but now I see where sometimes the guy be in jail and he's still doing everything on the outside. In Atlantic City, it don't happen like that. Like they trying to latch onto a stripper or get a girl and turn her into a sex worker. You know, they don't care.
Is that stuff still big out there? Like,
yes, it is. And I thought COVID was gonna help it because you could do like online stuff, feet pictures and OnlyFans. But when I went back home in the casino, it was a lot of workers still outside. And I was like, dang, and they still, it's never gonna go anywhere. And like, that's why sometimes when I talk about like how I came up, people be like, wow. I'd be like, because all the relationships I've ever been with was just like struggling. And then with the last one, you know, it still was like a lot of unhealed trauma that I wasn't aware that I needed to really pay attention to in relationships. But so that is definitely how that has programmed me. As we get older, life has taught us many lessons. One of the lessons I've learned is I had to become what I wanted in my life. I had to become that for myself before I get into another relationship. Taking time to heal, reflect, self-preserve, educate, reevaluate, and do whatever it is that your body and your soul needs to be able to move forward. A lot of times we go from one relationship to the next, men and women, without healing. That's huge. Like, did you take time? Like, I've only known you from when you was just with that, you know, your one relationship before now.
Honestly, I mean, like past relationships or just this.
No, just like tell us some. I know you always say somebody.
I am very much a get up under one, get over the other one.
Yeah.
I mean, I
have always been like that.
Yeah, I'm like very much a relationship person. I'll date or whatever the case may be, but I don't know. It's like girlfriend written on my head that I get with a man and he want to be with me, and I'm like, why do you want to be with me? You done been with her. Now you want to tie me down, like. What is this? So
how you meet your man? Tell us the love story.
Yeah, so I met him through my best friend, one of your clients.
Okay.
Yes. So, you know, we both believe in the universe. You know, and we've been around each other so many times, but I've never laid eyes on him. Like. we've been in the same events, birthday parties, barbecues. I mean, he was in a relationship as well as me. So maybe, you know, we weren't looking for each other or really just paying attention, but we've been in the same rooms with each other. You know, I might be coming, he might be leaving, or I'm leaving, he's coming. That type of situation. My best friend and her man been together 6 years, so ain't no telling how many times we've honestly, you know, seen each other.
Yeah.
One day, my best friend was sitting outside of his shop. He owns a collision shop, and I was on FaceTime with her, and her man goes to say, like, I know somebody you can't get, because my man is known as the charmer, the ladies' man.
So he told your man you can't get you?
Yeah, because they know, like, I ain't just going for anything. Like, especially after leaving my baby's dad, I was just like, I just can't be with just anybody. Like, I really got to be with somebody that's going to step about me and step up behind my daughters. You know, it's not just only me. I come with 2 little girls, like princesses, you know, and they deserve to see me happy and be at peace and really see a foundation. So I've never been into bringing men around my kids. I've dated outside of being, you know, out of my last relationship, and they've never seen a man, never. If I'm gonna hang out, we gonna meet in the streets, and I'm gonna come back home. No, you can't come to my house, but I'll come to yours.
You making them videos that lady tell you not to put on your Instagram. No.
Listen, so that was just so much of that. And he was like, yeah, I know who you can't get. And he was like, who? And she was like, Glitter. And he was like, man, I've been trying to get, mind you, I'm on the phone. He's like, man, I've been trying to get Glitter for a minute. I was just in her DM. Tell her I've been writing her. She wrote me back, but she stopped writing. So
did you know who it was?
No, I didn't know that was his friend.
Okay.
I just looked at his Instagram. It was like corny. I was like, he got a mohawk? No, absolutely not. I'm not dating a man with a mohawk. Like,
just did that to that guy. I was like, next.
Yeah, so.
But look at that.
Yeah, so he hopped on the phone and he was like, what's up? I DM'd you or whatever the case might be. I said, no, you didn't. I was like, what's your Instagram? And he gave me his Instagram. And I was like, oh shit, he did DM me. I was like, his other homeboy was there too. Like, man, what's up? Yeah, you fine, baby. Woo, woo, woo. So they both had me. I straight up said, I want the heaviest hitter. Who's the heaviest hitter? He like, what's your cash app? My man said, what's your cash app? What's your cash app? The other nigga was like, oh, nah, I ain't doing that. I ain't sending no cash app. I said, I'm going to text you my cash app right now. I was like, what's up? He said, go get your hair and your nails done. And when you get done, come and see me. Okay. Thank you.
All the what you doing and the text every day, you have to be very intentional with who you want. Ladies, so all right, real quick on the sidebar, because I'm learning. Are you a person that'll tell a guy, like I asked this on my last episode, the guest, like what is your views on like the girl telling the guy that she likes them?
Likes them, like what you mean?
Like let's say you're just like around like someone, and then would you tell the guy like that you're interested in him?
I mean, to a certain
I struggle with that. I know, and then some guys be like, oh, I think that's cute, or like that's attractive.
I'm more so I want you to feel like you like me more.
That's
like
with
my man. I was falling for him. I was liking him so much, but I was just standing firm. Like, he like, I want you. I'm like, oh, do you? Like, oh, I really like you. I'm like, oh, do you? Like, you know, instead of like, baby, I like you too, or I want you too, but I don't want you to, because it's like when you like a guy too much, he kind of lets you down.
So the type of man that I like, it like pushes them away. Like that's why it's hard. Like it's hard sometimes, ladies, when you're like a strong, independent woman and you like a certain type of man. It's like you have to make sure that you find a man that has that balance with healthiness. Like that is get your hair and nails done, then come see me.
Absolutely.
Not get your.
And that's the kind of man I require. I've realized that some women don't require that. Some women don't care about that. But I am a woman that want to be courted by my man. Like if you into me, I want you to want me to look nice. I want you to, oh baby, you know, I think you should go get your hair done and get you an outfit before we go out later. Not me struggling to find something to wear and you absolutely don't care and you done invited me out. So you know, and I'm not saying every time, but it's just the small gestures, you know, like just,
and it could just be like, because it could just be like making a date. So many times I hear that people are like, the guy is just not like really being intentional with like making plans.
And I truly feel like every man is not into that. But okay, like my man, he like, where you want to go, I'm gonna pay for whatever. You know, he didn't really have the ideas of like what restaurant we was going to or whatever. But he's like, look, I want to see you tonight. Make us some plans and let me know what time it's gonna be.
Yeah, it could be like that too.
You know, some women, they're like, oh, if you don't have reservations for me, I'm not going, and you need to set it up. And some men really don't know how to do that. So so I'm a type of female too. I don't mind making the plans, but I want you to at least be like put it out there that you want to.
We hanging out.
Correct. Like when you get off, go home and get yourself together and call me. You know.
Yes. I hear so many stories like just about like how people are just in like struggle relationships where they're not getting what they need. And I always go off of like the conversations of so many people, not just me. Being in a salon, everybody tell you they business.
Absolutely.
So it's not a lot of healthy relationships out here.
It's not. And it's a lot of women as well as myself at one point in time. We comfortable. Like I've been with this dude a couple years. You know, my kids know him. Like he paid the rent. I only got to pay my car note, and I don't think I want to do anything else outside of that. But yet, you don't really like your man. You and your man always arguing. You know, like he ain't really took you on a date in like 6 months to a year. Like
we can't keep being in those type of relationships. Like so many years
he with his homeboys more than he's with you. Like,
no. So we can absolutely make a decision to do something else. And then a lot of times I hear stories where like, especially where these bills are set up, they cutting them SNAP benefits off. People feel like they have to be in relationships with people that they don't fucking like, so they can continue to live certain type of lifestyles. But what they're not understanding is that they're like ruining their kids.
They are.
They're like putting their children in situations, myself included. My son now he think it's funny. And he be keying about how much of a, what's the word? I've been every kind of female, but what's a pick me? What is that?
Pick me. Yeah, like pick me. Like I just
always need a man.
Like
can't
doing anything
in life
without
a man. It's good to have a man, but you want to have like, it's good to have a woman too, a wife, a husband.
I feel like men need women just like women need men. You know, definitely we make each other better. You know, and we hold each other up to a standard when you're dealing with a certain type of man. Because all men don't make you better. You get what I'm saying? No, and all women don't make you better. You know, you have certain women that hold you back, and you have certain men that hold you back, and then you have certain men that push you, and you got certain women that push you. But everybody don't get that version of a person. So,
and then for me, I think at a certain age, like having like a whole bunch of people that you're dating and having sex, they were just asking me like, oh, have you ever dated? I never really dated. I went from one relationship to the next. And I've been single now for 2 years, no dating. So they're like, oh, I just never done that. And like the idea of like dating, I've never done that.
It's fun though. I dated when I got on my last relationship. I was outside. Like I partied so much to keep my mind off of like being at home by myself, you know, like
I did that last year.
All day I'm good, but it's like when you get home, you in the bed, and that's just something you used to having that partner, that person to come get in the bed with, or you know, even though it wasn't always perfect or good, I still knew he was home. I always knew like I had somebody there, or just the company, or you know, just that presence of somebody, you know. But when I got out that relationship, I party. I was with this nigga, that nigga, I'm flying out here, I'm going there, I'm responding to every DM, I'm this, but nobody had nothing to offer me.
Yeah, that's how I feel how it is.
I just felt like, it got to the point where, before I met my fiance, I was like, I'm done fucking with these niggas. You know, I don't want to fuck another nigga. Like,
do it drain you?
You know, it's just like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, the caliber of a woman that I am, and when I got out that relationship, I realized how much I brought to the table.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like, I ain't just got pussy to offer, baby. I got a little bit more than that, you know. So what we doing?
Yeah,
you know, like
facts.
So it was just got to the point where, you know, I was just turned off. Like a nigga be like, "Oh baby, what's up, dude? What we doing tonight? Nothing. I'm going home."
I was just in Myrtle Beach and I was at the bar, and you know, just bar shit going on. Guys looking for vagina, girls looking for dick. And I told somebody, I said, you know, I'm past the age where I leave the bar. You know, you might want to talk to her because he was trying to talk to me. Another girl was in the mix. I said, you might want. I straight up told him, you might want to talk to her because I'm past the phase where I'm going home with anybody tonight. And that's how that went. I skated on outside.
But you get what you want when you get like that, because people always ask me like, "Oh, how you got with your man?"
I'm leading up to.
Exactly, So people always ask me like, "Oh, how did you get with your dude? How did you get with your dude?" I told myself, when I actually liked somebody, because I was dealing with dudes that I didn't really care for. It was just cool. He was taking me out on dates, or I know we got a couple trips we could take, or he's able to provide the vibes. Me and my girlfriends, we going out, we going to the clubs, we going this, we that. But I knew once I really liked the person, and you know that feeling of like, I like him, like I enjoy his time, I want to be around him. Like, you know, when you really want to be around somebody, you know you like them. Like, you trying to hurry your day up just to get in that person's presence. I told myself I was not going to forget the things that I wanted that I didn't have in my last relationship. And
that's so huge. But you only get to that part like when you really sit and reflect and think about it. Because when you're going from relationship to relationship, you're just like adding baggage. Bag lady.
Bag lady. You ever seen that post they post like at the end of the year with the lady holding the bags climbing up like the steps, and she got all the baggage and she's just climbing and climbing and climbing.
Yes. That's why I'm staying single. Somebody asked me today, I had a client today that came, and unfortunately her husband passed the same way Coach passed away. And she asked me if I was dating. I said, nah, I'm not dating. She asked me why. I said, she wanted to know just for her own self, not like you should be dating. I'm not gonna be a good partner right now. So it's like you have to take time to like really like
But I feel like when you know that, that's a good thing, rather than you just trying to be out here and playing with somebody's heart or feelings or anything like that.
This time, when I do decide to date, I'm gonna manifest my legal husband. We ain't doing the marriage thing without, because I actually never wanted to be legally married to nobody. But after that happened with Coach, I said,
you know, the real knowledge behind that. Because
even if it's not a poly situation and somebody's legally married to him and I'm not, which I would never do again. But even if it's not a situation like that, if I'm not legally married to you, even if you're not legally married to somebody else, your family, your kids, somebody else can come in and tell me
what to do.
I'm the type, and the type of guy I like, when we lock in, like you mine.
Absolutely.
I'm yours. Like we taking care of each other.
Absolutely.
So it's that healthy, I don't want to use the word possessiveness, but locked in.
That you mine.
That's my shit. Legal shit gotta come into fruition later, because we ain't doing none of that. Ain't nobody blocking me out of shit. So stop dating married men. Separated is married.
That whole thing, and it's like, we could go all day about like the whole married thing and messing with married men. I've messed with a married man, but it doesn't feel good. It don't
feel good.
And women can say all day, "Oh, he's mine, he's with me." Majority of the time, I was one of them. Oh, this, that, and third. But that man still goes home
to his wife. Or in poly situations, y'all all gotta live together. If that's your thing, that's your thing. But if you are monogamous in your soul, like me, I'm monogamous. Don't try poly because it's not gonna work.
So you were just trying it because that's what your man was into, right?
So both of the females in that situation was trying it because we wanted the man. Right? And also on another type of female you don't want to keep being is, and I'm gonna get to that in a minute, but is the female that where you just okay with the man or the woman. You the man okay with the woman doing anything they want to, as long as they come home to you at nighttime. but you still unhappy with anxiety. You have relationships like that give you a lot of mental health issues.
Yeah, it does.
They give you a lot of mental health issues.
It's crazy, like
men and women.
It's weird, you know, because I've literally argued with women that I was with her husband, like it's 24 hours in a day and we're like together maybe 12, not to be being funny, you know, but oh, I'm the wife, don't nothing move unless I sign it and all this, that, and the third, and he come home to me every night and I'm just like, yeah, after he crawled out of my coochie, he's on his way home. He is, and that's what you want? You know, that's basically what saying, like, oh, the nigga gotta come home to me, but baby, the nigga was just in bed with me and now he's getting up out of bed because he know he gotta be home by a certain time. Like, so you're basically saying that that's what you're okay with as a woman, because the woman I am today, I'm not okay with that. That's not enough for me.
So now the woman, that's what I was gonna say. Now the woman that you are today, does it make you feel different too about being the other woman? Because why the fuck are you so disrespectful to your wife?
Exactly, absolutely. Why not leave me? And I tell my fiance all the time, if we ever get to a point of you're not happy and you totally want to be with somebody else, or you see an eye, let me know. Don't drag me out. Don't keep me in a relationship for 2-3 years and you got a whole nother side chick over here that you're so madly in love with, and you got her thinking you gonna leave me one day, but she don't know that you really don't want to leave me. But you know, leave me, let me go. It's not fair.
It's so much drama.
Not fair.
It's like, I wouldn't say, because you know, us humans, we gotta always look at like the lesson and everything, but I hate using the word wasted time, but it's so much wasted energy.
It is. It's wasted. My last relationship was very much wasted time. It was like,
and you'd be like, oh, I do have my daughter.
Yeah,
and I'd be like, oh, I do have my business.
But I really should not even have my daughter. I love her. I really do. I love her. It's no disrespect to her dad or anything, but it was already damaged, done so many years prior. And you think, oh, okay, we happen to have a baby. Maybe it'll soften it a little bit and we come together and make it better. But it'd be like sometimes what they say, like a tiger never changes stripes or spots, or I don't know, but it should be crazy. And time go on. You look up 1 year, 2 years, 3 years.
10 years passed. I was like, yo, and it was like I was living in this bubble. And then that shit got...
You get content, you know? Like, you get content with what you got going on, what you're doing. That's what it is. And I truly feel like, because like we said, we talk to so many women, I feel like my lifestyle, where I came from, I know that there's niggas out there with money. I do know that there's people out there that can provide the lifestyle, the dreams, the things that I imagine that I want out of a man. I know that it's out there. But some women really don't know it's out there. They like, oh shit, I got 5 kids with him. He ain't nobody else gonna take me and my 5 kids.
They'll take you with your 5 kids.
They will take you with your 5 kids.
They'll take you with your 5 kids.
A stepdad.
Yeah, they do.
Absolutely.
They do.
They'll take you and your 5 kids on vacation. They're gonna make sure you and your 5 kids are good. They're gonna love you and your 5. My man don't have no kids. Okay, I don't got 5 kids, but I got 2.
You gonna have another one though.
I'm not against it. I'm not against it.
Face.
Yeah, I'm not against it. You know, like, it would be selfish of me to say I wouldn't. You know. I'm still young too. You know, now if I was a little older or something.
How old are you?
I'm 30.
Okay, I'm 43.
Yeah. And you look 30.
My son is 24.
Yeah. So, you know, like, that would be selfish.
30.
But I definitely want women to know out there that anything that you want is out there. You just got to set that bar. They be thinking like women are crazy and be like, oh, you requiring too much, you want too much, just have a third. And I just feel like that, like, no. Because as a man, you could want to require certain things from a woman, and how you want your woman to be, or how your wife, you know, that's just what we're allowed to do.
Yes. And especially if you're a woman that get money.
Yeah.
Like, you got your own motion. So it's like, guys, a healthy man will respect that, like your man.
Yeah, in a real man, because some men are scared of women that have their own and that they have this boss mentality and that they are able to take care of themselves. Not every man can handle that, you know? Like,
I've been in situations like that. And that's another reason why I stay single right now. Because in my last situation, even though I had a bright light, it was like, it was very much censored for the man to be in the forefront. And I just don't want that.
Me either.
I want partnership for real.
And I went through the same thing, like dimming your light.
Yeah. Or just always doing like what the relationship needs or what you think the man might want to try to keep a man.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Try to keep the relationship.
Said that in my next relationship before I got with my fiance, I said, my person is gonna be with whatever I'm with. He might not be into it or like it, but he's gonna love it because I love it. You know what I'm saying? And he's gonna sit there and cheer me on. You know, like maybe he might not be into podcasts, but he's gonna sit here and he's gonna watch me and be like, wow, like I just love her. You know, like I love seeing her happy. Like I love seeing her in her element. No, I'm not really a club bar kind of person, but I know my woman likes to step out and
he gotta make sure he there protecting you and be right there with you.
You know?
Yeah.
Just step it out. I always see men, I don't want to go here. I don't want to do this. I don't like doing this. I don't like doing that. But they always want their woman to be in their element and, you know, adjust to that. But they never want to adjust to what we like, you know? So.
And then also, I've been knowing you for a while, so I know that you have all the wife qualities.
Thank you.
Like, so we're not just always going to talk about like what the man can do for us, because you are definitely a woman that is going to show up and show out with the wife duties.
Absolutely.
Whatever they may be for your relationship.
Yes. And that's why I just be like, baby, like, what are we talking about? Like, what are we doing? Like, huh?
Yeah, it's so inspiring. So I told you, right? Let's see where I'm at. This episode came into fruition in one of our sessions when we were chatting about how emotional I was watching you get proposed to.
Oh, no.
I was on that camera, y'all. I was like, you would have thought like, I don't know.
Everybody was crying. It was crying so
hard. And that moment had actually, I texted you and I was like, fuck all that business stuff, all that stuff. Come and see me, because like that moment like shifted, because I'm just over it. I know it's a little cold. You want to turn the air off?
I think it cut off.
Okay.
Once it gets to like a certain temperature, it cuts off. But I'm really just catching chills because it's like been a journey.
Oh, you getting chills from the journey?
Yeah. No, from the journey. I'm okay.
It's definitely been a journey.
Yeah.
So you know, and I've talked about it before. 2 years ago, I was in a 10-year relationship with a man who killed themselves in front of me. Some people like to say died by suicide or whatever. I'm from Jersey, so we just keep it real, and that's how I word it. And I'm sorry if anybody gets offended. But it was just that real for me, and that put me in a stage, along with all the other foolery and fuckery that I allowed to go on in my life before that. That put me in a phase where I was like, I'm never doing this shit again. I spent all these years arguing, fussing, being a begging ass bitch, baby, please don't leave, doing everything that relationships want and need, and then still to end up, you know, without the partnership. But in that moment when you had got engaged to, something had sparked in me, and like my homeboy was actually like, what you do today? And I told him, I said I had came to your grand opening and you got engaged, and I had actually never been in a moment where somebody got engaged to. Like people where I'm from, they just be like, we like each other, we go together. They fake marry, or they might have did a Muslim marry. I never did like an engagement. I never had that moment. So that moment is actually one of them. It actually reminded me that I, at some point in my life, did want to be a wife. Like I wanted to be an actual wife. So it brought me back to that moment. So I'm definitely glad that I was here for that moment.
Love is in the air.
Those emotions came from joy for you and your man because I love love. This is actually a moment that shifted something inside of me that reminded me that I once had a dream to be a wife. So ladies or men, if you desire to be a husband or a wife, myself included, yourself, everything, you can absolutely manifest everything that you want in your life. You just have to believe. Even if you don't see it, just like some of y'all believe in God, Jesus, whatever. You don't see everything. You don't see everything right there in your face, right? But you just believe, and you just have to believe that it's out there and for you.
Like, you really gotta believe. You know, like, if you don't believe, like...
What? You have to believe. I got a little sidetracked by my choices and traumas in life, but that spark let me know I may be on to something with this journey I'm on right now. I used to be like, I didn't want to be legally married to anyone, but I loved close partnership. This characteristic was a defense mechanism, actually. It was because I was emotionally unavailable, and I chose emotionally unavailable men. You've been emotionally unavailable in your life?
Yeah, absolutely. Just
when you was dating the husband. You ain't really want a full-time relationship. Just send his ass back.
Absolutely. Get what I got. I'm good, and I'm gonna go home and get in my bed peacefully, and I'll see him when I'm ready to see him.
Yes, definitely.
Not my problem.
So we talked about how a lot of us stay in relationships too long, and how that really blocks our blessing. Please share with us that looked like for you and how you made it through to the woman that you are today. Like when you was in your previous relationship, like, cause we talked about you, like, just move, like, you gotta just move on so you can be able to get to the other side.
I just feel like the saying of a woman, every woman has like a breaking point, you know, some are longer than others. I watched Tiana Taylor talk on, I think it was The Breakfast Club, and she was like, you know, like, some women just love until we have nothing left. Like, and sometimes it takes some people a year, 2 years. Some people it takes 5-6 years, you know, but it just gets to the point of you just tired. Like, you don't have nothing else. You've poured into everybody else's cup and you don't have nothing. You dry. Like, you ready to, like, check out. I was just talking to, like, one of my clients. She's going through a divorce right now, and she told me, like, she was so drained that she was, like, ready to end her life. Like, she just thought, like, this is not how I seen it. Like, I'm just over it. Like, I didn't think this what marriage felt like. Like, I got kids out of it. You know, when kids are involved, that's hard. It's harder to leave. You know, like, you think about
even for a man.
And a lot of men stay in relationships as well because they want to be at home with their kids. You know, they don't want another man raising their kids, you know, and vice versa. Us as women, we want our kids to have mommy and daddy. You know, daddy being present, seeing a 2-parent household. You know, some of us didn't grow up with that. Some of us did, you know, so it's just one of those things of every woman wants a family. I'm sure majority men want a family, you know, so just that foundation.
Do you feel like it's good to stay in the home or get 2 separate homes and co-parent to be happy for the children?
Every situation is different. I feel like, okay, perfect example. This is just being totally transparent. My mom was an awesome faker. I never knew what was going on with my mom and my dad. You know, my mom was unhappy for a long time, but I never knew. So a woman like my mom, she could have thugged it out till we was 18. And granted, when I started getting a little older, I could tell because I was older. But as far as like from little to 11, I didn't know. My mom was faking it the whole time. I thought it was my mom. My dad was in a happy marriage, this and third. But the whole time my mom hated his guts, you know? So I feel like everybody's situation is different. Some men and women are able to coexist in the same house and their kids really don't feel it. You know, it looks like mommy and daddy's work there. And then some people have other situations like myself where, fuck you, nigga, bitch, da 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 da.
That's how mine always was.
You know?
Crazy toxic.
Now your kids is seeing you get cussed out in been degraded and shredded into pieces, or you know, you just finished getting cussed out and you upset, now you gotta be mommy, and you know, like.
So like literally, even like with businesses, you have to show up to work after all of that drama.
One of my best clients, and all of my clients are the best, but this lady, she followed me from cosmetology school to here today in my salon. I lost her as a client on my worst day, and that day made me realize I canceled her because I was having such a bad day. I canceled everybody. I was going through it in my house, and I was just like, you know, I just want to lay in my bed. I don't even want to be bothered, you know. But that's not how business works. You know, you can't do that. And I also believe that, you know, you got to be in peace. You know, every day ain't gonna be a good day, but you want to be in peace. You want to wake up and be ready to come to your place of business and pour in the energy to your clients. When you ain't got nothing, it's hard to pour into your clients. It's hard to just keep going and, you know, just faking it. Like some days you just like, I'm not coming out the house. I don't even want to come out the bed. Like, do I even have to do today? You know, so I literally lost her as a client. She told me, like, you know, that wasn't cool, you know, I had something to do, blah, blah, blah. And she didn't come to me for like about 2 months. And I was getting my life together in those 2 months, because just losing her just made me like wake up and like you can't, this can't be, you know, that's not how you do business. You don't even want to have to deal with that moving forward with another client. So I got her back. You know,
good.
I did. Maybe like 2 months later, you know, I texted her. I was just like, you know, I really miss you. Like, she was somebody I seen, if not every week, every 2 weeks, kind of, you know, client. And I was just like, you know, I'm so sorry. Like, I was going through so much. Please, like, forgive me. Charge it to my heart. Like, I was just in a dark place, and I just didn't know which way I was going. And, you know, if you would accept me to be your stylist again, you know, I would love to make it up to you, you know. And she gave me the opportunity to, you know, be able to make that up.
Just hold yourself accountable.
Absolutely. Yeah. So
yes, definitely. That's good stuff.
Yeah. So that was a lot. And just being, like you said, showing up, us being providers, we have to have our energy. We got to be in like a clear headspace. You know, some days will be harder than others, but for the most part, you might be in a whole nother world, and your client talking to you, and you thinking about, you know?
Yes, or the toxic energy on the phone, like your phone constantly ringing toxic texting.
Or no, it'll mess your whole energy up.
And me and Coach used to work at the salon together. Like sometimes we would like just have an argument, and then we would have to like show up, both of us. Yeah. It just was very draining.
Absolutely.
When I got that cancer diagnosis, though, I started changing. I was like, I'm not arguing with you. I don't care about your wife, your baby mother, none of that. I'm not dealing with none of that. I'm focusing on life. And then that's what really like started to like really shift me. I told you that I had cancer and I beat it.
You told me you beat it. I love
my hair going back too.
I know, and it's nice and full. It looks so amazing. That's a lot. It's a lot.
I said we'll give a few examples of what being a ride or die female looks like, and how we feel that is attached to our unhealed trauma as females, like from when we were a kid. Like even with men too, like it's like they have like mommy issues. Absolutely. They grow up, or like I know with me, I just was like just always looking for someone or something outside of myself, whether it be materialistic stuff, a man. I give all of myself to relationships.
Me too. I'm all in. When I'm in, I'm in.
And isn't it crazy like how like I was thinking about this yesterday driving. I was like, some guys will think that we're like a lot or whatever, or like whatever perspective, but it's like females like us be like the wives. Yeah, we be the wives.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just that I put myself, or you may have put yourself in relationships to where you're not, or you weren't ready to be a wife.
Or I feel like we overgive too soon in the relationship. And then now we're like invested too much, and now we're like in, and it's like, how do I pull myself out?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I know it's like really hard, like sometimes, like, you know, with you getting engaged and things like that, or like like us starting businesses and like, you know, it brings certain types of energies or whatever. But you are like a type of woman that wants to inspire. You don't want anybody to feel like they cannot get or obtain what you have.
Everything I do is like inspiration, you know, like, and I hope I can get this clip, because I feel like so much like women see other women winning and it's just automatic hate. And it's like, it's not hate, it's proof that you can do it too. You get what I'm saying? However you do it, like whether a man's helping you, you got some good credit, you saved up some money, like it can be done, you know? So it's not to be like, oh yeah, she didn't deserve this or this. Like, people get so entitled to their opinions when people are winning, you know? And I just feel like us as women, we so against each other instead of like teaming up, like, oh girl, let's help each other. How did you do this? Or can you at least drop some good gems on me so I can get in that path of doing it? You know, what did you do to start it? And I get the whole, I come from a place where it's like the game is sold, not told, you know, but I just, you know, I feel like, you know,
some things we just have to leave.
We just gotta leave, literally. We just gotta leave.
We know about the game is so not told, girl.
You know? So it's like, I try not to lead with that. I give the gems, you know, like, because
I'm not like that either.
I have one thing that I live by. My sauce ain't your sauce. I can give you the recipe right here.
Yes.
To do the same exact thing. But your sauce ain't gonna taste like mine. My food ain't gonna taste like yours. Yours ain't gonna taste like mine.
Yeah.
You could do the same thing. I can give you this recipe over and over and over. And I'm not you and you're not me.
Yes.
You know, so it's like, I'm gonna tell you how to do it. And how you do it is how you do it. And how I do it is how I do it.
I don't feel like bitterness and hate breeds. You can't manifest success like that.
But
that's how I feel.
But everybody don't know that. Everybody don't know the energy in behind manifesting. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
God is the overall of manifestation, you know? So God knows your heart. God knows you're malicious. God knows you're in spite. God knows you're doing this for the wrong reasons, you know? So that's why sometimes too, people are not blessed. They trying to figure out like, oh, I've been trying to do this for so long, but it ain't working. Yeah, but you talking about this girl, that girl, and how her business gonna crash and come to the ground.
Yeah,
and you're not even focused.
That man.
Yeah, and you're not even focused on your prize, baby. That's why you can't get to your finish line. You know, I tell people, I got here because I ran a straight race. I tell people I have my goggles on that the horses run, because when horses run, they can't see nothing this way. I'm not worried about what Brittany doing. I'm not worried about what Gigi over here doing. I'm worried about getting to the finish line, because if I'm worried about what Brittany doing and I'm worried about what she doing, I can't see the finish line.
No. You gotta put yourself on the frequency too to get a positive relationship, to get a positive business going.
You gotta be happy with yourself.
Yep. And I feel like you can find yourself in relationships, but a lot of times you really need to just spend time. Even if you're dating, you need to like spend time just really focusing on what that looks like.
And I also feel like a lot of women, as once myself, stay in relationships because they are comfortable and they're used to a certain lifestyle. But I feel like today in this world, like boss up, baby.
I just talked about that this week on Image Nation group Instagram. Like, if you can't afford all your stuff by yourself, get a new fucking career.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get a new career.
And it's never too late. Like,
never.
I got clients that come sit in my chair that's 45, 50, 60 in college, getting doctor's degrees, doing this, doing that, learning how to do this trade. All time, whatever works for you. Everything ain't for everybody. So I had some people getting money in crypto. It's some people that's in school to be a doctor and a mentor, and accountants, and cybersecurity. It's money in everything. Everything ain't for everybody, and I feel like people be trying to ride the wave that's waving, but it ain't for everybody. And like I said, with the crypto, I got a client that's making $500 and within 10, 15 minutes off of crypto. And I've tried crypto so many times, but it's not for me. I can't get jiggy with it. I don't know what I'm looking at. It's up, it's down, it's dropping out, when to back out. I don't know. That's not my way. People want to get into hair. They want to do hair. They want to do nails. They want to wax. But everybody ain't got that flow of it. It's the energy that do come with it. It's like it's in you, not on you. Simple.
But go back to school and try to find a career where you can make money, where you don't have to be in relationships where you're not happy.
Yeah, like you getting beat up, you getting slapped around, you're getting mentally abused.
It's
people think, oh, he's not putting his hands on me, but he's mentally abusing you every day. And you're never forgetting that. Mental abuse is the worst abuse, ladies. Let's not forget that, okay? Let's not forget that. You remember how he told you your mama was a fat... You remember that. You never gonna forget that. You a nothing ass. You ain't never gonna be. You can't have without him.
Also, on the flip side is, do you like how you're showing up yourself? So that was huge for me. Mm-hmm. Like once you're able to like figure out who you are. Yeah. Because I have like I know. Yeah. I know what's up now, but it took so much trauma and drama and all kinds of stuff, but that was my journey, right? So once you know what's up, it's like you just can't keep putting yourself
say what's up, like who you are,
yes. You can't keep putting yourself in the same situations. You have to make better decisions.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I kind of lost the thought on that one.
Yeah, but you definitely got to know who you are.
I lost the thought on that one. That's why I got my note.
Yeah. You got to know who you are.
You got to know who you are so you don't keep choosing like the same things. Because it's just like, it amazes me the stuff that we just allow to go on. Like when we don't know who we are.
Yeah.
And what you
not
want.
knowing who you are as far as like knowing what you want. You know? Like,
like knowing what your purpose is. All right, I'll give you an example. Like I want to get married one day. Yeah. So now, since that realization came back in my mind, that dream, that goal, I want to prepare myself to become the type of, that was the thought. Yeah. Are you able to, how are you showing up in the relationship too? Because I do require a certain type of man, but I also want to be a certain type of person. I don't want to show up cussing at you. I don't want to show up fucking talking about you and your wife, your baby mama.
You have to self-check, right? So when you're moving forward, right, and you start dating, you find yourself seeing certain little things that may cause you to remember your past, and then you have to self-check yourself. Like, okay, this is how I'm gonna handle it. I'm not gonna call him and cuss him out, or this and third. I'm gonna call him. We're gonna talk about it. You know, for me, that's what I do with myself, because sometimes I'll be like, oh, I want to cuss this nigga out. And I'm like, no, that's not how you talk to your man. That's not how you talk to somebody that you want to marry you. You know, like, that's not how you talk to somebody that you want to have respect. And then especially if they don't talk to you like that. You know, there's some men that don't cuss and yell at women, you know. And then you got women that's naturally aggressive and come from certain place like us, and you gonna call them a bitch ass nigga when you pissed off, or, you know, just use words of breaking this black man down, or what, you know, whatever nationality he may be, you know, because everybody dates different people. But like, for real.
I do want to say on that topic, I actually I've had a conversation with a man before, and I know a lot of men are like this. Yeah. Females too. We think that's toxic shit cute sometimes. Oh, they going crazy over us. So I had a man, I actually asked Coach one time, like, because we had stopped arguing there was no more arguing when I got diagnosed with cancer. There was no more arguments. After that, I don't care what anybody heard. We didn't have no problems once that diagnosis came through. We was at the salon trying to get through it. I asked him years ago, why did you stay with, even though he was doing fuckery too, why would you stay with me when my communication style was so aggressive from New Jersey? Like, what the fuck you talking about? Like, what? You did what? Who? What? And he told me that the toxic part in him
liked it.
Like that shit. Because if I can have a female going crazy over me.
And it is.
That's not good.
It's not good. In my my past relationship, he liked the same thing. Like, oh, if you don't fight for it, if you don't cuss me out, and we don't damn near bust each other's heads, you don't love me.
Yeah, that's not. I always say that is, I don't want to say that people don't love each other, but that is their way of loving. That's how you grew up seeing what love
don't
is.
Hurt.
This person here, you two, love is not gonna hurt me like that. I'm not gonna hurt that person like that.
Communication is everything. Like, once you get that communication down, it's nothing that you can't talk about. You know, like, simple. Like, I'm to the point in my relationship, like, you might do something, or I might see something, or it rubbed me wrong, and how you said it, or how we handled it, I'm straight up in the moment, like, babe, I really didn't like how you was talking to me earlier, you know, like immediately. Like, I'm not even gonna let it build up. I'm not gonna let it get into like the next day or next week, or, you know, like, no, I'm gonna let you know just off of communication. I didn't like that. I didn't like how it made me feel, you know. What can we do to make sure that this don't happen again? Because I didn't like that, you know?
Yeah, that's good to address it like right away in a healthy way.
Absolutely. You gotta communicate. I don't like this. I don't like that. Vice versa. He should be able to tell you, hey, babe, I don't like this. I don't like that. You know, I feel like we live in a world where they say like, men are too controlling. Men try to tell you what to do and this, that, and third. If a man say, oh, baby, I don't really like you to wear shirts like that, you know? You gotta you gotta take in consideration of what your man. It's not that he's trying to tell you what to do, but some men don't like their women to be out. You know, some men don't mind. They want you to be whatever you are, but some men, they don't like that, you know? And it's not him trying to control you. He's just telling you what he like. Now, if he gets to telling you now, don't wear them boots, and I don't like black, don't.
Sometimes they meet you a certain way and then they want to change you. But
I don't like that either, though.
So I'm definitely a person where right now I'm like figuring out like, and just learning to like really love myself and my body and everything like that. How I look, I don't wear makeup anymore. I don't color my hair. You know, sometimes I get straight. So, and then also, I'm also in a phase where I'm like stepping out of the box to like become more feminine. So I wanted to like, I've been throwing little pieces together. You know what I mean? Because y'all be seeing me in my Timbs or my hats.
So let me tell you my thing with that. I think that's amazing. You know what I'm saying? I think you should stay exactly how you are, right? And I don't feel like a man should change anything about that energy that you want to have, because I just think every woman should have that, you know, sexy, feminine, little cleavage, you know, like less is definitely more. And I feel like that's less. You got a sexy t-shirt, you know, shirt on. You got your black bra and you got your jeans and your badass boots. You know, like what's wrong with that? You ain't got your ass hanging out or anything. I'm a grown ass woman, you know,
so I actually wore a thong bathing suit for the first time in my whole life. I was so like nervous about it, but I see other people, but I'm trying to, and also shout out to Bilal for doing my photo shoot, but I was doing like a beach photo. I just feel like I'm just like, you know what I mean, just awkward and shit, just trying to get into like more feminine, because I am such a dominant woman.
Absolutely.
The thing I was also thinking about too is I feel like a lot of relationships have problems because we try to be with people that we're not compatible with. We have to stop doing that.
Or like you said, men get with women and they try to change them. You know, like, you know, I was a bad bitch when you met me. You know, I was standing on couches when you met me. You know that I was clubbing at the time when you met me. You know, not saying that women shouldn't, you know, relax on certain things once they get in a serious relationship. I don't feel like, me personally, you have to completely just stop clubbing. If you do like to go hang out in the clubs and hang out with your girlfriends, just be respectful, you know, once you get in a situation of being with somebody, you know. But I don't feel like you should have to get in a relationship and be a nun, you know. I don't feel like you should have fun. I don't feel like you should have to like act as if you weren't the person who you are, or like you're dying. Let's touch on the subject, right, of DeJounte Murray. He's a basketball player, NBA. He dates a young lady named Jania. She's like a rapper's baby's mom, and I want to say she's probably like 28, 29. Her boyfriend is around the same age. He's a high-profile NBA basketball player. He made a post because the internet was saying that he was controlling, that he didn't want her doing certain things, right? And you know how the narratives can be on Instagram and social media. They'll drag it. Oh, he's controlling. He's crazy. He's this. And he cleared his name. And he simply said, it's not that I don't want her in the clubs. It's not that I don't want her hanging out with her friends. She told me she was ready to be in a relationship and she was done with those things. You get what I'm saying? So it's one thing when you tell a man like, baby, I'm done clubbing. I want to be a wife. I want to do that. And you tell him that you're done with those things. That's one thing. Yeah. Now, when he's upset because you're doing it, you told him you was done. You know? Now, if you be straight up, like for me, when I got with my fiance, I told him, I said, baby, I love girl time. I love to step out every now and then. You know, I'm not saying I'm a club every night, but when I am ready to step out, I don't want it to be an argument. I don't want my man to be mad at me because I'm about to go have drinks with Brittany for a few hours. You know, I'm a grown woman. I'm going to come in at a respectable time. I'm going to check in with you and let you know, hey, we good. We here, this, that, and the third. But if you get with a man that tells you, I don't really like my woman being in the club. It's one thing when you're dating. You can do what you want when you're dating. Yeah. But when you're in a committed monogamous relationship, it's some things that you have to, it's like pretty much like agree to disagree.
Like there's certain levels to it too. Like you do certain things when you're single. In my perspective, it's like your perspective too. You do certain things when you're single, men and women, and then there's certain things you do when you're trying to be in a relationship, long term or marriage.
Facts. So you know, they was dragging him about him being controlling, but I don't think it was controlling. He just simply said, I don't want my woman in the club. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. With a man saying, I don't want my woman in the club shaking ass and she's mine. She's mine. You know, so now you know, I think they was like taking it too far, and I feel like too, she was once me. You knew that you still wanted to party. You knew that you still wanted to hang out with your homegirls. You knew that you wanted to go on random trips, randomly doing this, that, and the third. And you should have just kept it real about that. No, baby, I'm 28 years old. I don't see myself sitting down no time soon. You know, like I want a man that can handle me still going out and hanging out with my girlfriends and catching flights and doing this and doing that, as well as being a mom, you know. In my last relationship, he thought that once I had a kid with him, like I was just supposed to be in the house. Once he put a ring on my finger, no, you a wife. Wives don't do this. Wives don't do that. I'm like, can you show me the book of the wives? Because I didn't know that I couldn't just do anything. Like, who came up with this? You know, so.
But you know, now some of the stuff you can't do.
Yeah, no, you can do, but now it's not a problem because I went in with honesty. You knew who I was. I didn't hide it. I didn't fake the phone. I didn't act like, I don't know, I really want to hang out with Brittany, but I'm like, I don't hang out with people like Brittany, but I love people like Brittany, you know, like, but faking the funk, you know, to a man, like, you ain't really into certain things, but you like that ratchet shit. You really want to go to that bar because it's where all the niggas is, but I don't hang out in places like that.
Like we getting turned.
But and then he see you in that environment, he like, hold on, I thought you said you don't like Brittany and her people that she hang around with, but I just seen you on Instagram having a time with Brittany. Now he mad because you told him you ain't like people like Brittany. Now he think you like Brittany.
Yeah, like he think y'all together.
But if you would have kept it real, like, that's my girl. I love Brittany. You know, I hang out with Brittany sometimes, baby. Not all the time, but I'm going to go see my girl Brittany every now and then.
We about to be outside. Down with your shots. Do it every time.
Okay, you know, so some people can't handle that, you know, for real. It's crazy. Like, just being in a relationship, you truly got to know who your partner is and who they are in every room. My last relationship, he couldn't handle that I was a people person. He hated it.
I'm such a people person.
He didn't want, he like, why you gotta talk to this person? Why you gotta talk to that person? Like, who is this? Who is that? I don't No, I just spoke to them. They spoke to me. I said, hey, back. Like, some men want you to walk with your head down.
Yeah, so I've been in relationships like that.
Yeah.
Like, I have. So it's just, no controlling shit over here.
Yeah.
Like, even on both parties, like, you have to let your partner be free. At a certain age, you gotta stop checking phones, checking emails.
What's done in the dark comes to the light, for real.
So much energy. Like, and I see people, myself included, before, like, we would be in relationships where we're just like, we're just prolonging us getting to the bag.
Absolutely. I mean, definitely prolonging. I mean, people like, oh, why he didn't get you a shop? He couldn't guide me to a shop. Like,
I'm so happy for you.
Yeah, he couldn't get me here. Like, he had the money, but everybody with money don't have the business mindset.
Yeah.
Like, my fiance has a business mindset. He's been in business for over 10 years, you know, so he knows what business look like. He knows that little suite I had was the same overhead damn near of this right here. You get what I'm saying?
It's so
and now
nice
profit. Like, it's all gonna make sense, you know?
Yeah.
So, every man can't guide you, you know, like they just there to be there.
The message that's coming through me right now is like, it sucks that because the main message was just fucking leave, just move on, because it's like you'll find yourself in situations where you be so broken and so bitter, and you be people like me, that got all my shit together,
absolutely.
and just still just so scared to get back in relationships.
You ever seen that meme or post that go around and like, you leave your nigga and then seem like you hit the lottery, you start getting blessed and getting new cars, new houses, new jobs, new this, new that, and it's like, God, you pray, God, give me a sign, God, let show me when to leave, God, please, and then God show you, and then you put your blindfold back on and you walking like God didn't just show you what you just asked him to. So that's how
I feel what happened with me with cancer. Like, when cancer came, I should have made changes 100%. And then that crazy shit happened after that. And that is when I finally got the message. And I'm like, damn. Not saying I manifested that.
Sometimes.
But I just feel like it just was so spiritual, like how all that happened. And that weighs very heavy. And that's why I just be telling people, when you said that, I said, oh, we definitely doing a video on this shit. You gotta move the fuck.
You gotta know when to leave. You gotta know when to leave. You got, when your kids are unhappy,
kids get hurt, like people, like even with Coach, like doing everything for everybody else and not really focusing on himself. Like, the suicide happens, depression, people have psychiatric problems, like that shit could have really took me out.
And you have to know who you're dating too. So like, I'm sure when you first got with Coach, you didn't realize his mental, right? Like, you didn't know.
He never talked, like he never was diagnosed with nothing.
So that's what I'm saying. Sometimes these men have underlying issues that we don't know nothing about, and we'll see little things, but we'll ignore it. You get what I'm saying?
But then we don't hold like our partners accountable. A lot of times we let things just go, like, you know, like we just let things happen, and then like when it's not addressed, they don't have a reason. Your partner doesn't have a reason to change if you just keep sticking around.
Definitely.
Like, and I tell people in my circle now, like, just move on now. Like, it doesn't have to be forever.
But nobody's leaving into that breaking point.
I know. I've actually learned that very quickly. Like, on the other side of this thing, I've actually learned to stay in my lane. If I love you, I'm gonna have one conversation with you, and then I'm just gonna be there for you to help you pick up the pieces when shit go down, because I'm your friend, or I'm your family, and I love you.
Absolutely.
I'm not a I told you so type of chick, but what I'm not gonna do is put myself in a situation to where I'm dragging you along, or I'm taking time. I'm not making adjustments to my life to help you in any way, shape, or form, because you have to bear the consequences of your decisions for you to learn. So relationships, man, they be having you fucked up sometimes. They be having you happy and fucked up, like, a lot. I've been hearing a lot of stories.
No, for real. And then they treat you so good after they fuck you off so bad, you know. Come home, bring your stuff. Baby, I'm sorry.
Especially like if you have good sex with them, the energy crazy, it be having you like lost.
Yep.
I feel like we did a lot.
Yeah.
This episode has been pretty good.
Yeah, it has. Awesome.
I feel like that, you know, we might help some people not stay in them unhealthy relationships, man.
Yeah. You just got to ask yourself, are you truly happy?
What the fuck do you want out of your life?
Yeah.
Like I hate to say it because like, of course we want our counterparts, we want partnerships, but like we are born here to be our own person. And I never got that message.
Yeah.
That was the message.
You know what I tell my friends? I tell them, you close your eyes and you imagine yourself in your life that you want. And if you don't see that person when you close your eyes, they don't exist there. Because when you close your eyes and you visualize what you see your life, normally if you in love, you see that person in the vision. But if you truly not happy, that person doesn't show up. If you really think about it.
Yeah.
If you can think about closing your eyes and you see how you want your life to be, you see, and you're with the person at that moment.
Yeah.
If that person doesn't show up in your vision.
Yeah. But I also feel like you should get a vision of what you want your life to look like. Mm-hmm. Like, even if you don't have a person.
Absolutely.
Then you can have, like, you can say, okay, eventually I do want to have a person, but
absolutely.
you don't have.
But sometimes you got to get it without a person, you know? Like,
that's
sometimes you don't have to have a partner.
Yes.
Yeah, you can do bad all by yourself. Absolutely.
You do good by yourself,
it might be a little hard, but it's doable. You got this. You got this.
Like, it's so doable. Like, it's so doable.
Yeah.
Like, I definitely feel like my future has a husband in it.
Absolutely.
Like, just for me.
I think so too. Like you said, just the woman you are, you know, the qualities that you have, what you bring to the table. Like, you've been there, you've done that, you know what you want. Like,
you take time and like really pay attention to yourself. Like, when you in certain situations, right, do you be like, you really look at how you handle things.
Absolutely.
Like, if you're your friend.
Absolutely.
You be like, girl, you really did that today.
Yeah,
you really did that.
Pat yourself on the back. Like,
you really did. Or, bitch, you need to chill.
Yeah, you doing too much.
Too, like you said earlier.
Yeah. They don't like their person.
They don't like their person.
They're just partners. You're good partners. Like, y'all pay bills together. Y'all may make business moves together.
Yeah.
But you don't really enjoy being with that person. Like, I've been in a relationship where I was in a relationship, but I had a totally other person that I was dealing with. And I was so in love with that other person. That was like my person, my friend. I could talk to him about everything with, but I was in a whole nother living situation with somebody, but I didn't like him. I didn't want to do nothing with him. When I'm ready to do something, I'm calling the other person. And that's when I realized, like, you have to be with somebody that's everything in one.
Everything.
Like, you know, that's why people do cheat, because it's like, oh, you with this person and you like this person for this reason and that reason, and then you go out and cheat, and you with Brittany because Brittany a good time. She know how to go outside. She know how to, you know, interact. She know how to, you know, even on vacation, have a good time. Don't want to lay in the bed and sleep. She want to go, you know, like, all of those different things. I just hear so many different things from so many different people.
Yep.
And I'm like, yeah, you got to be that for your person.
Yep.
You
have
know,
to
you got to show up. Yes.
And also, like, passion and sex is important. If you're not compatible, that'll kill a relationship.
Kill it. And you know when
find somebody that you're compatible with.
Find somebody else to do it. Like,
don't
leave that person.
You not.
Like, leave that person. If the sex is not there and you truly feeling like you want to be somewhere else, you need to move on.
Move on. Because clients be asking me like, oh, and I be like, it would never happen with me. Like, I'm not staying in a relationship where I don't care
without
if,
sex.
I don't
it's
care.
good.
Nah, I don't care about all that other stuff.
When they say sex is not everything, I feel like
they
sex
say
is
that,
everything.
Oh, that person has all this, but that's the only thing. But it's like,
that's what you want
like
with your person. That's the connection.
That is like one of the biggest connections for me. Now, you might be a person that don't care about that.
But how long?
People be asking me, like, what's your love language? I said, all of them.
Yeah, me too.
And I'm all of, like, I want somebody that I can give gifts to. I want somebody that I can spoil to. Because some guys can't take all of that. I couldn't be with somebody like that. You gotta find people you're compatible with.
I want my man to be affectionate.
Yeah, and like, absolutely. Like for you to give them kisses and everything.
Give me kisses. Like, ask me about my day. Like, if we out just so happen, and I said I like this, and you bring it back home, and I know you heard me look at it or smell a perfume, and you just watching me down to the perfumes I'm smelling or the sunglasses I might have tried on, or you might have, nowadays we into like the Instagram reels and stuff and reposting, some flower bouquets, and then you show up with the flower bouquets, just.
You gotta be intentional with your partnership.
And nowadays, I feel bad for men. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Y'all men, I feel bad for y'all.
Talk about it.
Because it's a standard for dating these days.
You know what's crazy? I'm not trying to put out there on the internet for the whole world to know, but I'm actually like not that type of female. But now recently I've said to myself and to like you, I'm gonna say now to y'all, in my next relationship, because like Coach was a person that like when we first met, he had his own career. So like anytime we would go out to eat or during the dating phase, I would pay for nothing. He would do the gas. But then we had our business together, so our finances were together. So he definitely set the bar high when it came for a man like showing up with, because it doesn't always have to be money, like he showed up with his hands, his mind, all his geniusness. So, but the next time I date, I want a person that be like, what you doing today? Here's $200. Get you some food today.
Absolutely.
And like you say, get your hair and your nails done. Because I do that for myself. Like I do $1,000 spa days for myself.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? I eat whatever I want whenever I want. But
so why would you take anything less?
I just never cared about that. But it always put me in a position to where I'm doing a lot for my hands are waxing every fucking body every day.
Absolutely.
I'm doing a lot. So I would want somebody that
care about it.
And then it would inspire me, because I do the whole sneak. I'll show up with some sneakers for you, or a watch or something.
Absolutely.
So, but I'm not doing that.
That's
shit
how
for
me and my man is. I'm not gonna lie. Like my friends be like, oh, y'all always doing something, y'all always doing this or that, or not even just friends, my clients, stuff like that. And majority of the time, my man is paying for it, but there is times that I might want to do something, I'll pay for it. You get what I'm saying? Oh, babe, I booked our flight, you just pay for the hotel. You get what I'm saying? Or, babe, I bought these tickets to the basketball game, I feel like that'll be a cute date night, or I'm craving this to eat, babe, let's go get something to eat, and then I'm gonna just pay for the food, knowing he will pay for the food, but it's just a small gesture. My man, he was definitely the man that always like did for a woman, did, and he never got anything back. He was in a long relationship too, and he told me he used to always buy her nice stuff. He took care of her, and she never bought him nothing nice for birthdays or holidays. And he said when he got with me, it just blew his mind how adamant I was to make sure his birthday was special.
Because he's important too.
Yeah, absolutely. And I feel like women be so caught up in their gifts and not thinking about the person that's showing up for them every day. A man want a nice little pedicure too, baby. It ain't nothing to go spend $50 on your man to get a pedicure. I feel like a lot of women, even women that want rich men, make sure this clip is in there. If you want a man of a certain caliber, okay, and we're talking about caliber in like tax brackets. You want,
brackets, so I want a man in that tax bracket.
So you want 6 figures or better, right? Okay, so when we're talking that, you can't be a poor-minded woman. You get what I'm saying? You can't say, I want, but you can't even take the nigga to go get a $50 pedicure. You can't cover $100 tab for
I have rich friends that be like, food and hair money is childish.
Yeah.
They be like, ask me for a car.
Exactly. You blew yourself for the car because you simply couldn't take this man to get something to eat.
And when I see things where people be like right away, they just be like, well,
so small-minded.
But you was trying to hook them.
Yeah.
So
I was just trying to
coming at you.
Exactly. But my man tell me all the time, you won me over because you actually cared about me. You actually didn't want me to just spin. Nowadays, men feel like they trick, you know? So a man don't want to feel like a trick. He already know he got to pay for majority of everything. You know, he know the woman want to be courted, you know, but they also want to be like, oh, boo, you ate lunch today? Let me send you some lunch. Or let me pull up on you and bring you food and sit with you on your lunch break. For real.
I love, that is my love language. Actually, like really being, and he's gotten me into some bad situations being used. Yeah. That's why
you got to let them lead first. Let them start first though. I'm never going in first now, ladies. I ain't going in first like that. But once you see that he's giving you some love and he's showing effort.
Yes.
You reciprocate.
Yes.
Reciprocate. I'm not saying go broke or take your last to do it, but when you got some extra money, consider it. Baby, I want to do something nice for you. You know, this weekend is about you.
What's the comedian name? I can't think of his name right now, but it's a comedian. He real popular. He all over the Instagram now. So he's from down here, I think.
Yeah. I don't know. It's so many.
It's so many of them. But basically, he was on a podcast. I actually think he was on a Breakfast Club. I don't know where he was at, but he was talking about that. He said that when he meets a woman that he's really interested in, she can't pay no attention to me if her bills ain't paid. Yeah. He's like, so I don't mind paying her bills so she can focus on me.
No, but that's like real man energy. Because at the end of the day, men know we got bills.
And then especially when you meet a female that is like really good and wife material and they holding it down, kids and everything all by themselves. But men, why don't you want to help?
But listen, men, they'll act like they don't know, but they do know. A guy that I was dating, I liked him so much. And like we said, just displaying that you really like a person too much, kind of make them like, ooh, they might get scared or they might be intimidated by the women that we are and they feel like they can't give us what we need. And he straight up told me, like, he was like, you know, I just seen how good of a woman you were. Like, you were such an amazing mom, you know, like you worked, like, and you still tried to make time for me. And he was like, it scared me. And I'm like, it scared you? And he was like, yeah, it scared me. Like, I didn't think like I could handle you or like I was ready for you. And
that's good that he was honest though.
I know. But that's why I was saying, men know what kind of woman you are and what you bring to the table. Like, it's not, blood dating is not rocket science.
It's a couple right now that are in my circumference, you know them through people, that they keep it real surface with me because I know that that's what they thinking. I can't. She a different type. Like she gonna make me lock it down. I'm not going over there. I'm just watch her stories.
Exactly. Cause she ain't playing around. It's strict around here, baby. It's strict around here.
I'm gonna get on her line now and then. I had somebody push up on me on my DMs and I went to Jersey and I was in their apartment with my person that was the middle person with them and they ain't hardly say nothing to me. But on the internet, they was like really going heavy. And I just put that in my mind because I know already it's because you see that it's
the vibes.
You see the vibes. And my homeboy told me, the one who's gonna do the video editing, shout out to Bilal, he was like, when you find a man and you're ready to date, you're gonna have to get a different kind of man.
Yeah, you are. Absolutely. I feel like they definitely know.
It's got to be a different kind of man.
They be intimidated. Men be intimidated by their women, their partners. your man hating on you is not talked about enough. You know, like women be in relationships with men that hate on them. They don't want to see them doing better than them. They don't want the woman to be the breadwinner, and you know, they don't want the woman to make more money than them. Like it'll make or break them or break their ego as a man. Like I don't understand that.
You know, I'm actually a female. I don't care about that.
Yeah,
we both can get some money. You just have to have your own money.
Absolutely.
Like you have to have your own money.
Absolutely. You have your own money.
Nobody's
your own house and your own car. That is mandatory. My mom is 55 years old. She told me she was talking to a man that said he moved back in with his mom after his divorce. She said, baby, you're
shout out to your mom. Your mom is so amazing.
Yeah, she's like, you're 60 years old living with your mom, nigga. Are you serious? Like, no.
Roommates either?
No roommates. How old are we? Roommate gives me like you're not put together yet, you know, and I'm 30 and you're 40, and who wants to build a nigga up? Like, I'm just at the age, I don't want a man trying to like figure it out. It's one thing you want to build businesses and stuff like that, but I mean, like, you need to be having a job. You need to have consistent income. You need to be already on your shit. You're the foundation. You know what I'm saying? Like, all that, you trying to figure it out. You don't know your career choice. You don't know if you're coming or you're leaving. Like, that's too much. That's too much.
Definitely too much.
Yeah.
But I definitely feel like this episode was one for the wins.
Clock it.
Yeah, all the kids be doing that. They be like, period.
Yes, clock it.
Period.
Yes. 6, 7, 6, 7.
Right. What is that? Because it's all over the internet.
I don't know. It's all over the internet.
Like saying it.
It's like Lululemon. Yeah. Wham whammy. You ain't heard the wham whammy?
No, but you know, you still just 30.
I know. But hopefully when I get 40, I'm like as youthful and beautiful and full of joy and energy and charisma, you know?
Yeah, you will be, because your mom is.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, you come from a good breed.
But I thank you for bringing me on here.
Yeah, I'm so excited. The Glitter House.
Yes, thank you for pulling up to Glitter House Boutique. I hope all your followers and subscribers come check us out.
Yeah, come on over here. It is definitely blowout season.
It's blowout season. It's sew-in, bundles, wig, long hair, don't care. You know, it's that
season. I remember when you was getting ready to go to cosmetology school, we talked about it. Like, so
them 1,500 hours wasn't for the week. That wasn't for the week. I cried.
Shout out to cosmetology school, though.
Shout out to cosmetology school.
It changed my life.
It changed my life, and it taught me things. I know it's a whole conspiracy going on, like, oh, you don't got to go to cosmetology school or
I heard about that.
School or whatever the case may be. It don't teach you how to do hair. It don't teach you to do it. It teach you etiquette.
So I will feel like you do need continuing education after school, but I mean,
not after school. I'm talking about even through the process, because just sanitation alone, a lot of hairstylists don't know about that. Like, I deal with just a simple young lady not knowing you need to wash the bowl out when you're done with your client. You know what I'm saying? Like, sanitize your chair.
This is for you.
You know, so like sanitize your chair down. Like, are you doing a scalp analyst? Like, are you looking at your client's scalp, seeing what's going on with your scalp? Like, a lot of my clients come sit in my chair and I'm like, you need to go to a dermatologist. Like, you don't need a hairstylist. You need to go, your scalp got bumps and it's dry, it's pilling, it's scabbing.
Yes,
like I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna do your hair, but I'm gonna let you know you come get a deep condition is only treating it for the moment. You know, like you need to go get some type of prescribed shampoo and conditioner. You have psoriasis, you got psoriasis, either or. You know, I can't tell you which one it is because I tell them I'm not
this is out of your scope of practice.
It's out of the scope of my practice, but
out of scope of practice.
Some stylists, they don't even know. They don't know that they need to have their combs and barber size. You done comb this lady hair out, it's flaky, and you ain't even sanitized. You ain't did no ship and shake, no nothing. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing?
You and seeing you.
Yeah, all that.
Yes.
They talking about, oh, come shampooed and blow dried. Some of my clients come shampooed and blow dry, baby, that hair is greasy and dirty and stinking. Like, what?
Come get your hair done by Malikah at the Glitter House Boutique. Come get your kitty cat wax from Brazilian Wax Bar in Smyrna. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share so we can continue to build our Where I'm From community.
Yes.
Each one, teach one's man. Be kind to yourself, give yourself grace. I would like to believe that many of us are out here trying to figure this life thing out. Yeah. So we love you. And yeah,
it was awesome.
I love y'all. Until next time, bye.
That was cute.
Yeah, it was so